Hey guys, Scott Pokemon Navy here. Welcome back to my anime reviews. Basically, every week I will watch an anime or re-watch an anime and try to review it for you guys. Like I've said before, anime like One Piece, Bleach, Fairy Tail, and such will probably not be reviewed as they have way too many episodes and it's taking me way too long to catch up with the stories, so I will not be doing them. The reason why you have not seen reviews for like 2-3 weeks is because school just started. If you don't know, I'm now in college. That shit is a lot of work. I'm actually not having too many troubles yet, but it's starting to get to the point where it's a little bit busy, so I want to make sure I'm ready for stuff. So I've still been trying my best to upload a video every day, but now I've got all these games coming out, like Danganronpa, another episode came out, and I haven't played too much of it because I'm Let's Playing it, so I want everything to be genuine, and so I'm trying to finish Danganronpa 2 so I can focus on Danganronpa another episode. But that's a whole nother thing. It's a whole nother thing. Let's get back to the review part of this thing. This week's anime is part of the 2015 spring lineup that had much more episodes than I thought it would. This week is Shokugeki No Souma, also known as Food Wars for the English-speaking countries. This review is going to be the subbed, as I don't know if there is a dubbed, because I just chose not to search one up, but there's a subbed for it, obviously, so we'll be reviewing the subbed 24 episodes. Let's go. Like usual, I'll only be explaining the most important parts of the anime, like characters, story, settings, relations, voice acting, animation, music, and the genre. We always start with the genre here. It's a cooking, action, comedy anime. Nothing much else. Now for the setting. Totsuki Academy, a prestigious, famous culinary academy that only the best of the best can enter and learn there. Meaning, even if you mess up a little, you get your ass whooped out. Something even more important is the existence of what is known as a Shokugeki in this school, where two students challenge each other in a cook-off to settle a disagreement in any situation to test one's skills. When a Shokugeki occurs, it usually ends up as a bet of some sort. For example, they might fight over cooking utensils, club rooms, positions of power, you name it, they fight over it. Now for the characters, we shall be talking about 3 people specifically, but after that we shall talk about a certain faction. I won't go too into detail for that. First is Soma Yukihira, a happy-go-lucky persevering boy who loves to cook. Him and his father own their own diner named after their last name, and they are always having contests to see who makes the best or worst food, and he hasn't won yet. He loves to challenge others to test his ability and become better at his craft, to actually one day defeat his own dad at a cooking battle he's never won yet. And Soma has overwhelming confidence in his own ability and never gives up, believing that he's going to try his best to never lose because everything is a competition for him. He hates people who treat his friends badly. His way of cooking is sort of unique. He adds his own knowledge of common cooking and is able to make masterpieces and amazing dishes out of cheap ingredients easily. Second is Erina Nakiri, somewhat of a snobby woman, but she has the skill to back it up. She is known specifically for her ability known as the God's Tongue, which can easily figure out any ingredient in any food just by taking one bite out of anything. She hates common folk with no skill and treats them like trash, but gives credit to people who actually do have skill other than Soma, as she hates him, with a burning passion. Her way of cooking is pretty broad, as she can easily make anything amazing with the help of her God's Tongue. Third is Megumi Tadokoro. She is a kind, shy girl who has very weak social skills. She doesn't really have much confidence in herself, but after meeting Soma, she actually starts to try much harder. Her way of cooking is very different. She makes food to make it seem nostalgic or at home. The feel of hospitality is what I'm looking for here. She makes it feel like she's catering to your needs specifically, which makes you feel like you're at home eating your mom's cooking like you used to. The faction I was talking about before are known as the Elite 10. They have the most authority in the school and are the best of the best students in the whole school. They are all skilled in cooking in different ways and are revered or despised by other students. Erina is actually part of the Elite 10 and holds the 10th spot. It is said that those who graduate as a part of the Elite 10 have success for the rest of their lives. Now for the story. Soma and his dad own their own diner known as the Ikiri Diner, where people come often to eat. Eventually, Soma's dad decides to close the shop for a while since he's going to be going away for work for his friend in America and leave Soma with saying that he should enter Totsuki Academy if he ever wants to achieve his goal of cooking better than him. When Souma enters, he meets formidable rivals and decides to take the first spot of the Elite 10 to once and for all prove his skill and eventually gain even more skills to one day defeat his father in a cooking battle. Now for the animations, they are top quality. The way they draw and animate the food and its fragrance is just amazing. Not to mention what happens after someone eats something, which is jokes. This anime does things really great in its animation style. Now for the voice actors. Souma's voice actor is the same one for Kirito in Sword Art Online, Sora from No Game No Life, and even Bell in Danmachi. These fuckers got skill, and I only just found out his voice actor is Kirito while I was writing the script for this review. He was able to make me feel like Kirito didn't even exist and erase him from my mind and become Souma, unlike how he played Bell or Kirito. And the other characters had fabulous voice actors as well. They sound just like I thought they would when I read the manga. Now for the music. I love both openings. I listen to both of them daily, and the endings are pretty great too. The background music amazingly fits the situations and brings the anime to life even more. Now is the rating for these reviews. As a rating, I will split up into 5 different categories: the voice acting, animation, story, characters, and overall enjoyability. And we always start with voice acting here. 20 out of 20. I love them. Hard to hate. What you hear all the time in every anime when they do a fabulous job at what they do. Animations, 20 out of 20. Great to look at, and I'll definitely remember them for a long time. The sense, the food itself, the people, all look amazing, and I couldn't see how they could make it better in any way. Story, 20 out of 20. The concept and the execution are both amazing. Cooking school that is intense as the hardest universities, cool. An amazing and elite group who are the best of the best, cool. A goal that is realistic for our amazing protagonist, amazing. The anime portrays the story very well, and it makes me feel satisfied with it enough to say that it's just as good as the manga. Characters, 20 out of 20. There's actually a lot more characters than I listed in the character section, but this review would go on forever if I named every single character. But rest assured, all these characters are great. Rivals, friends, antagonists, superiors, all of them are great characters with unique personalities. And all of them are likable. Most of them. Enjoyability, 20 out of 20. This anime made me just feel so satisfied. It was just as good as the manga, and the way they just execute it is amazing. I have no reason to dislike anything. I admire people who can cook because I have yet to learn how to, and all this anime makes me want to do is to learn how to cook. I'm glad this anime exists, or else I would probably never want to learn how to cook. Ever. Now, a lot of people are going to nag or be pissed off about this anime having a cliffhanger ending. And in my opinion, I don't mind it. I do usually mind it in a lot of different animes, but this anime seems like it will get a sequel. And I believe this cliffhanger is somewhat worth it. I'm intrigued to see more, and I'm hyped for another season. Overall score, 100 out of 100, 100%. It's hard to find flaws in something that makes you feel pure hype. Perfectly done. It's in its own perfect way. And a perfect grade for this anime. Hope you enjoyed the video. In the description there should be a link to watch it free on Crunchyroll. Thank you guys for watching. Got Pokemon maybe out. See you guys next time.